But the thing is, man, the thing that makes you so distracted or whatever, I think is the same thing that makes your art great. You know? You gotta accept.
Look, a compliment. Remember that he doesn't give those easily.
No, I mean, I was talking about this with.
There's an upside to any of this.
No, I was talking about this with Doc.
Yeah.
Yesterday, where I was like, I'm starting to realize as I'm doing this channel with my dad that the same thing that annoys me about him in conversation is probably the same thing that makes me really like his drawings. It's like it's so unfocused and imaginative and like, I don't know, man, you can't have it all,
Not everybody's the same.
Yeah, like, when I want you to talk into the mic, just talking into the universe.
Right, it's like AIDS and the unpleasant topic of AIDS. If you want to talk about it, go for it. I don't care what you say.
Oh, you give a shit.
But
you give a shit. Guaranteed if I pull AIDS up right now, you're going to get all weird.
No, there's a lot of sensitive people. You guys should have not, went overboard with
you?
So you're worried on someone else's behalf.
No, I don't.
Oh, you're one of those people.
I'm saying there's a lot of folks that find that it's like you're making jokes about the pandemic or something. It's like people.
I'll make jokes about the pandemic. I don't give a shit.
I know, but
why? Like
if you don't make fun of things, then
that's
not fun anymore.
ESP. I'll make fun of ESP all day.
Yeah, I mean,
what's ESP?
I don't know. You were asking that before. It's called The Sixth Sense. Also.
Wow.
Oh.
Information not gained through the recognized physical senses. I don't know. Well, he was thinking that you have ESP, or he was claiming that you have ESP.
You heard him talking.
I think because he's like...
I do have ESP.
Were you playing the tape of him talking, or were you it was coming to you through ESP?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about at this point.
Yes. Me neither.
But...
I mean, I don't remember the particular thing, but...
I think he thinks that you, Aurora, have ESP because you do hypnosis.
I just relate that.
I do have ESP.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
There are a lot of things that I go with. I mean, we all do.
I was just going to say that.
It's
like you're thinking of something that happened, and then it happens, and it's like,
just how much attention you pay to it. It's kind of like you were saying with your dad that the things that make him art great is also what makes him distracted. I think in order to have this ESP thing, you kind of have to be distracted or let it flow, or trust whatever comes to your mind and not dismiss it right away.
Or like Dostoevsky had all those seizures. And supposedly that's why he was a great author, is because before he would know when he was going to have the seizures, because he would feel this sense of I hope I'm not getting it wrong, but like euphoria or like omniscience. Like he felt very wise, and
he'd start burning the coffee and stuff like that.
Burning the coffee more and more and more, and then once he's like the coffee's super burned, he would have a seizure.
Wow. Okay.
If it didn't
and then I guess he would write at some point during that period. I don't know.
I gotta take the signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
Hypnosis is kind of like that, in the sense that you can use it to get the bigger picture. Not the sixth sense exactly, but to trust more your intuition and to give you a guidance of whatever's blocking you and how to go forward.
Do you feel like you have some kind of like sixth sense?
I feel I do when I really ask for something, I have it. I don't usually ask for much, but one day. One day when one of my first times that I was moving houses, and I was carrying all these luggages from one point, from one city to another by train, and I had 7 luggages or something.
7 pieces of luggage.
7 pieces. Some bags all around me, and 3
boxes,
heavy suitcases.
Yeah.
And they were really heavy, and I was really tired. And when I was about to give up, I sat down the stairs when I just left the train, and I was like, I told God or whatever was listening that I cannot do this anymore, so just send help because I'm not moving from here. Like,
did help come?
And yes,
wow.
like 1 or 2 minutes later, there was a car that stopped. It was my roommate whose number I did not have.
Whoa.
And she was like, "What are you doing here? Like, jump on the car. Let's go. Send you home." And I was like, "Yeah, thank you."
There you go.
Like,
it's like,
and it's not the first time, but it's what came to mind. Like, sometimes if I want ask for something, it comes in the form of like intuition, or it's kind of you send the antennas in a direction and say like send a signal that way.
right.
Because I cannot do it by myself.
That's cool. I've never felt that.
That sounds like a story. That sounds like a drawing
I was actually
story.
thinking that as she was telling the story. It's like
Really?
Part
2. Okay, I have more to that story. That was a really
could
interesting.
easily make that graphic. Yeah.
I can give you some kind of
pop up out of bed,
where I have this
get my slurp
experiences.
on, take a look in the mirror, say what's up. Yeah.
Coffee. I don't care if it's burnt. I don't care if it's.
I don't care about anything. You could be chopping my arm off. If
caffeine.
I got coffee in me.
Negates all of that.
I'll just be like, cool.
That's how you see that you're real Italians, like have the best coffee.
Is this? I guess so. Huh?
Yeah, it has. It's like the dark roast.
Shit.
Really,
now I gotta look it up.
Bitter. That's
Origins of
I mean,
coffee.
the only thing I remember about.
It's probably not the origins, but they really do.
Medaglia d'Ora.
Like
We
coffee.
drank that constantly in our house. Medaglia d'Ora.
Medaglia d'Ora? I don't know.
Yellow, green can. And it was bitter.
Medaglia d'Ora.
Bitter coffee from Italy. Oof.
So funny.
Yeah, Italians drink it like so
tastes
short.
like burnt coffee.
Sorry,
Like
just one.
the stuff I made this morning.
Yeah, one shot.
Over
One.
boiled.
Sorry, I cut you. What you're saying?
Me?
You could cut him anything.
Literally.
Cut him off whenever.
I mean, I did.
Please do. Please cut him off. Because he'll ramble on sometimes. You know what I mean? He'll like just get into a topic.
I don't know if I'll ramble.
I never like to interrupt him though. I always want to hear what he's saying.
Oh, like yesterday when I was trying to tell you about I was trying to educate you about stocks and debt.
Oh, I'm just.
Yeah, but just say. Don't let me go on for 5 minutes thinking that you're listening. Just say, hey, not interested.
No, I don't want to. That's insulting to
but
cut
it's,
somebody off.
But it's just as well. I don't know if it's just as insulting, but it's also insulting to not respond at all. And then respond with something completely different.
Like drawing in his mind.
Because then you just started talking about graphics cards.
Completely,
and I'm like, okay, you're not listening.
Wow.
Just you could have saved my time and energy.
That's like a slap in the face. Yeah, that's it.
But I'm getting better at taking that. Yeah. Before, I think I would have been pissed off. But I was just like, cool. You're just not listening.
I can't calculate stuff. I've passed calculus. I've done my calculus, and I passed my courses. But I mean,
my calculus.
But, when it comes to stocks and things like that, and financing things, and investment, I don't know what the hell yield.
Sure, that's
yield
fine.
Rate from,
but you were making claims and calculating things, so I thought you were interested.
I was just curious.
Right, I thought you were curious, which is why I started talking about it. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Like multiplying the yield rate times how much you invested. I don't know.
Let's not get into it.
Well,
let's not make this a finance channel. We're already an ESL channel,
we don't want to send people
channel,
down the wrong rabbit hole. It's
weird shit channel.
So speaking of therapy, I wonder if people are listening.
They're not.
What drives them crazy?
Watching us.
Maybe this channel drives them crazy.
If you're listening, what drives you crazy?
Like, what
is it this channel? Is it
what's
this
your
video?
Pet peeve?
Is it your cat? Is it your wife?
Is it Alex's voice? Is it mine?
Is it my
the
voice?
drawing?
Now you're asking people to rate us. Like they're going to comment 1 to 10.
Exactly.
You can rate us on the comments. We won't read it.
Yeah. But also, I want to know what their fears are, like their deepest, darkest.
You're like
deep dark.
You're like a scarecrow from Batman. I wouldn't trust anyone who asked me that. It's like, why do you want to know? You trying to manipulate me?
So that I can give you well, for my own interest, but also I can give you, I don't know, an answer or something. Like, we can all say our darkest fears. Or not fears, like maybe pet peeves and stuff.
Like the steam engine, steam pump, you know.
I had an even more racist joke,
really?
and I just stopped myself just because, you know, I'm being filmed. But it's in there. I'll tell you later.
I don't know. It might be even worse to say that, what you just said. Because then no one respects you.
Yeah, but sometimes
the people who wanted to hear it don't respect you, and then the people who are looking for a reason to hate you are going to hate you anyway, because they're going to assume the worst.
That's true. They can, but every person can assume the worst according to their own capability of worse things. It will never be mine. You know. But also, I don't know if I
fancy word, college girl.
Capability. But also I can be a pretty dark and deep person, so it's really hard to compete with how bad it can be in my head. That's at least from what people that know me had told me.
Okay.
So
if you don't know me by now, you will never know. I don't know the words after that.
I don't know where this. I'm kind of liking the drawing.
Is there a drawing
going
on?
Pipes and things moving around and stuff.
I do remember.
It's funny how you say you're liking the drawing.
Yeah, for a change.
Because you made it.
No, for a change. I kind of like the watching where things are going.
This is one of more like a classic drawing of yours, like the early series.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I feel like especially the hundreds.
Right.
Were more mechanical.
The pre-China era. Yeah.
China.
Did China change you as a person?
Well, I wasn't drawing. I wasn't doing any drawings there, so I'm just.
Yeah, but how it impacted your personality?
I thought you did a few
or
though.
Your art.
You showed me the one you did of like Trump in diapers or something.
Yeah, right.
He's like a baby.
A few,
oh, really?
He's got Trump baby
that would be funny.
diapers.
Yeah, we could.
I'm pretty sure people would like that.
Oh
Can
yeah.
Publish that?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure.
We'd get some hate.
Oh, the channel would blow up, and we're actively trying to make it not blow up. That's why our videos are so long.
Like the STEM engine is gonna blow up.
Yeah. This is the most elaborate. Well, maybe not.
I'm wondering what's gonna happen. I forget what happened.
There's usually some kind of punchline in these drawings, right? It's not just like, hey, steam engine, enjoy. It's like, steam engine. How's it gonna go wrong?
Well, the pipe got from bigger to smaller to bigger.
So we got some drops.
I got
signs of trouble ahead.
You
not
know
a good sign.
Something's gonna go wrong here.
Yeah.
It's a bad sign. The thing. You ran out of stuff to say.
What is?
So I just never say
really. I'm looking at the drawing.
Yeah, you don't give the audience a clue. You know what's going on.
I feel like that might be another one of those things people read into too much, like body language, like thinking that if you do this, then it absolutely 100% means that you're uncomfortable or something.
Really?
Well, some people I think believe that, or it's like it's a 1-for-1.
Hey, did we have a slurp already, or did I miss it?
A long time ago? Yeah, you missed it.
And you did slurp very.
And you,
I need to. Slurp.
You didn't miss it.
Sorry,
you might have forgotten it,
if this
but you didn't miss
anybody,
it.
It's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking. Okay, slurp time. Okay, I feel like I shouldn't.
So you don't want me to say but it's okay for you to slurp to no end.
To fill in voids. It wasn't really a void.
It was an impromptu slurp.
Yeah.
So.
Silence is good. A little bit of silence.
All right, everybody shut up.
Well, not that silence. Not
forced
silence.
is a little
There's
different.
the boiler, and they stuck it underneath something. This looks crowded to me. The whole drawing looks crowded. Like there's like so many things trying to be.
Don't think it's more crowded than some other drawings you've made.
Yeah,
I feel like it's less crowded actually.
Yeah, exactly.
There's more space.
Well, we have to see the final result. But it's not crowded at all.
Remember the Taco-matic?
Yeah,
There's a lot
it was like
ink.
every
maybe it has
every inch.
also less words.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. Zero
the
word.
words tend to make it crowded.
Yeah, the words crowd things out. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm digging it so far. I like the ones that have a good blend of ink and space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just pack too much shit into
Yeah.
a drawing. It's just like you can't
It's,
follow where things are
yeah,
going.
it's like
you know?
Right.
an apartment or a house. You cannot put too many stuff, like more minimalistic.
Well,
right, minimalistic.
unless you're a hoarder,
Right.
and you can do whatever you
Well,
want.
is that good? Is that any
I
show that
wonder-
shows you
yeah, I
how
wonder
to
if
be a
there's-
hoarder?
Talk about hoarder. You should see my place in China. It's like filled to the brim
Hoarder?
with crap. Yeah, talk
Really?
about hoarding.
How
hoarding.
big was it?
No, I have like 4
Or is it-
bedrooms. It's a huge house.
Really?
Huge house.
And you
Huge house.
by yourself?
Yeah, all by myself. Yeah, that in the front shop office, commercial office in the front of the
Okay.
house, and it's huge,
And you could fill 4 rooms?
full of
Have
shit,
enough stuff
full
or
of
like-
crap. Yeah,
Half a
No,
room.
not just 4 rooms.
full of shit. I
Not-
sleep in one. That's not full of shit. Well, yeah, it's kind of full of shit, but I mean, there's full of shit all over. There's a workshop room, storage room, and then I even have crap in the attic.
That's funny. I've never seen you as like a hoarder type.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Well, I hide it. It's like on a different continent.
Oh,
Yeah.
good point.
Do you have troubles
Yeah. Is there something you need to
to,
tell us?
throw things away?
Yeah, I think I need some therapy.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you might want to help me
Well,
with that.
I know someone.
Yeah, you can help me with. I'm like, why?
So,
what is my insecurity
When
about?
was the first time?
Tell me about your mother.
Right, it all goes back to the mother.
Was she a hoarder? Oh, maybe the father
No,
as
not
well.
really. Mom.
I feel like mentioning the word mother and hoarder in the same
So
sentence is like
Father.
very suggestive.
Oh,
Why do I feel like this is
Why
a
the-
cheap, weepy operation?
cheap and budget.
it The budget, budget steam
there's
engine.
bolts falling out all over the place. That's a total whippy.
Oh, did you also
Sorry.
make the all the text transition screens shorter? I feel like that was
Recently, not
Oh, that's
not
true.
these.
Yeah,
but
recently.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
cutting
that's
them
what I
back.
meant.
Yeah.
Okay,
A
cool.
couple seconds is all you need.
Yeah.
Unless it's a
I
long.
think that was like
text.
10 or 15 or something. Yeah.
You listen to your son.
It's a new thing.
That's good.
That's a new thing. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
I like the idea you were saying about you don't mind me being a little bit
Crazy.
yeah yeah not crazy.
So
but
now
just
he'll
not-
go overboard, like
not
all
on
the
all
things
my-
he's hoarding.
not firing,
Yeah.
not
Someplace
be
in a
careful what
storage
I
room in
say
Hawaii.
here.
fully cognitively capable sometimes. Yeah, yeah, I like that idea.
But in psychology, we do say that the things, like when you first fall in love with someone or get to know
That
someone,
should be interesting.
and you really like them for like their first 3 or 5 characteristics, the things that you love more about them are the things that will make you more mad in the future.
Kind of
That's
sounds
strange.
related to
That's-
the
that's very
honeymoon
strange.
period.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah.
That's,
It's like, let's say that somebody, it's like very honest, and you really like them about them.
mhm.
And when they start getting honest with you and all your hoarding issues, then you start
Yeah.
getting really pissed at them.
They're like, oh, this guy's so great. He's
Like-
honest about all the things I don't like about other things in the world, not
Yeah.
about me.
And then it turns around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's,
The
Um,
honeymoon,
yeah, I think that's always like, there's always a other side to the coin, right?
Like I'm
Yeah.
feeling that.
But it's always is related a bit to us. Like I remember doing a session with Joanna and a friend. No names.
Shout out to
mentioned.
Joanna.
Hi, Joanna. And she was like, "Oh, what I want is people to be clear with me." So I asked her one thing: it's clarity, like kind of like truth, but clarity.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Okay, we can make that happen. Like, are you sure you want that?" And she was like, 100% sure.
Mm.
And then she called me the next day. It's like I haven't been sleeping because suddenly I have all this information about clarity, but for myself. Like all the times when I wasn't clear and, I didn't express myself clearly. And, it's never a one-sided thing. It's like sometimes the things that you ask from other people is because you also are doing something that it's not that clear in that case, or
It helps
you know
them.
what I
Or
mean? Am I clear? Yeah.
Slightly. It kind of sounds like, are you trying to say that what you don't like in other people, you probably have in yourself?
Yeah, but in this case, it was like because I told her like probably you should ask also for clarity for yourself, and she was like, no, other people. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then it still came from herself first, because that's how things work, right? It has to come from you before you ask it from other people.
Yeah, I think that was a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. I think she said something like, don't ask from other people what you won't do yourself. I don't know. Tried searching that.
well, that's true.
Something like that.
Oh, cool.
So that was the drawing.
I like this drawing.
Yeah,
That's
it was
interesting.
cool.
You like
Also, I
like
don't think
pipes and
anything
things,
really...
things going
I mean, you
places.
got that thing where like the two things were tied together. That doesn't seem OSHA approved. Or OSHA
Oh,
approved.
definitely not OSHA approved.
Neither OSHA or
I
The
missed
OSHA.
it.
Dats
that.
are having
The
at
Dats
it.
are-
I mean, yeah, they're,
Oh, you didn't even
you
ink
know
in
it's
that
a
dat.
whippy. You
That
know.
guy's like phasing into existence.
Yeah.
This has got to be a whippy if the Dats are around. Yeah.
Maybe it was there before and then left. Like it's a sixth sense dat
Well,
asking for help.
Dat.
well, frogs fly because so these Dat guys are like they're a unique blend of human amphibian kind of.
Are they made of coffee? Boiler like coffee?
I wish they
But
were.
I
have
don't know, but
another cup
I
right
know they
now.
only drink burnt coffee.
That's why they're boiling something. Yeah.
Okay, we're over this. What's your
We are
final?
over
What's
it.
your regret about this?
Me?
I don't even go to thoughts. I just go straight to
Straight to
regrets.
regret. There's no way you could have liked this. There's only regrets you could have had from this. I don't know. I think I'm looking at it more at a technical standpoint. I like the drawing, but I'm looking at
Well,
the video by and large from a technical standpoint.
Well, historically, I think it
Technical?
meant something.
I don't know about
So
technical.
you're not really here.
No, I am. It's just...
Should be more.
No, like I'm
present.
wondering if the tour is... Like, is that worth keeping in? I don't know.
Yeah, you mentioned it the other time. Well, in this case, when the video is not super long, or maybe it is, I don't know. I'm hypnotized when I do these videos, so I have no idea how long it has passed.
Well, I think a shot of the
But-
whole picture is
Yeah, like something of
warranted.
the completes. Yeah. No, that's a good point. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, because at no point in the drawing does the camera catch everything in the drawing
Yeah.
zone. It's too small.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that it had no words or explanation. I guess I like that.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good point.
I mean,
Yes,
sometimes
I
you need them,
noticed.
sometimes you don't. Yeah.
Actually, I
some-
didn't notice that there were no words, but now that
Right.
you mention it, I do like...
I mean, it has boiler,
Yeah,
but
Newcomb's
I guess
engine.
like
I
boiler.
do- I do
the
generally-
Watt, the Watt steam engine.
Because I scanned all your drawings, I do prefer it with just the drawing number. I will say that.
Mhm.
Yeah, me too.
And I will say,
Because
thanks for watching.
thanks for
Thanks
watching.
Tom Hanks, if you're watching, you are invited to the podcast.
Yeah.
Whatever this is that we
This
call it.
is
Oh, shit.
is this after party?
This is the
Okay.
after party. Wait, hold on.
Hope you
And-
recover well
and-
from
and
Corona,
and to all of our fans,
Oh, wait.
because it was a taboo.
it is the
Yeah.
chapters of the video. That's each section is.
How
You have
do
a
I-
time in the description.
I can't. Why is it? Oh, man. That's frustrating. Okay, anyway.
So, if you have enough of our faces, you can stop right here.
Right.
But if you want to hang out, just
Yeah, if this video is
with
too
us.
long, you could
Bear
leave
with
it. You know,
us.
you didn't pay admission for the video, so don't worry about it. You could get up and walk out.
till now.
The history of coffee. Do you guys want to read that?
Mhm.
Who
Well, I
started
want to know why the
drinking?
coffee in
15th century?
in Italy is
It's
so
relatively
good.
recent.
Is
compared
it
to the
from
history of the world.
Arabia? Think-
What,
uh,
Deborah?
But Deborah, yeah. Haven't
Deb-
called me
Deborah.
Debs in such a long
Deborah.
time. Coffee did come from the Arabic words, I think,
Uh-huh.
but in Italy it's specifically good. I don't know why, but in France it is so bad that my cousin that had worked as a barista,
Uh-huh.
And also my grandmother, we have like a barista lineage.
Okay.
She when she
Lineage.
came here and heritage, she went behind, the stand and did the coffee herself because the coffee sucked. She was just like, "This is not how you do a cappuccino. Let me show you in your own
Wait, and
bar
then she-
how to make proper coffee."
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, because coffee here is I think Joanna was telling me the coffee here is so bad because they have laws in France about not going up to a certain temperature, so you cannot boil
You can't.
like at 100, 300.
You
I
can't
don't
screw
know
it up like
how
I did this
fast.
morning. That would be.
No, you cannot,
okay.
exactly.
I just broke all the French rules.
But maybe you just made a perfect French coffee because French coffee sucks, or you discovered another type of coffee.
Right.
By the
it was
15th century,
bitter,
coffee
that's
was
all I
being
know.
grown in the Yemeni district of Arabia, and by the 16th century, it was known in Persia, Egypt, Syria, and Turkey.
Okay.
Um,
So we have that all about the Middle East, and that we inherited that. We adapted that culture. From their culture.
Not only did patrons drink coffee and engage in conversation, but they also listened to music, watched performers, played chess, and kept current on the news. I mean, that's pretty much how a coffee shop is still.
same.
right?
Same. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Coffee comes to Europe. European travelers to the Near East brought back stories of an unusual dark black beverage.
Near East.
By the 17th century, coffee had made its way to Europe.
Interesting. It sounds like a drawing to me.
Well, it's,
Wait, check
something
this out.
interesting that
Some people reacted to his new beverage with suspicion or fear, calling it the bitter invention of Satan.
Yeah.
Oh, local clergy condemned coffee when it came to
Oh.
Venice in 1615. Maybe that's your answer. Maybe that's the answer to your question. Why is coffee so good in Italy?
That's
They were
what
like,
made it.
I need
even better.
Satan.
And then the Pope was asked to intervene.
The Satan blessed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is really good.
So, 17th century. But why? Okay, why is
Yeah.
coffee in Italy so good? Italians take special pride in their coffee. Like many of the French, spend years or even decades finding the right perfume. I did not know that. Italians spend their lives
Me neither.
perfecting the art of the perfect coffee. I don't
Yeah,
know
it
what
is-
to
it
say
is
about
better,
that,
like,
actually.
A bad coffee in Italy is still the best coffee in France.
Wow. Another big,
Like
big
first
wow
thing I
on that
go, it's when I go to Italy. Even if I'm in the train station, I have to get a coffee and be like, oh yeah, that's how it's
one.
supposed to
Okay,
taste
coffee. Once again, I had a real coffee.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what I made
Yeah.
this morning. It was like, ugh,
I think
bitter.
posted by David from Portland, Oregon. I think that it's also the fact that most Italian coffee shops hand pump their shots, whereas most in the U.S. use automatic machines. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
It's
I
the
don't know,
roasting.
hand pump it. Yeah, probably.
Italian coffee beans are dark roasted to a point where the oils begin to caramelize. Italian roast is one of the darkest. French roast is the darkest. The difference between the two is a minute or two in the roaster.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, just
Just
a minute
or
makes a
two.
difference.
Huh.
On top of roasting to
Yeah.
perfect. Wow, these people are really listening to each other. It's just like boom, boom, boom. One addition. On top of roasting to perfection, the high quality beans is another important factor. Usually Arabica, some of the most expensive. The Lily brand uses 100% Arabica, I believe. Okay. U.S.
Yeah,
big
that's what I
brands,
drink
they
too,
often use the
Arabica.
Robusta beans, cheaper and lower quality. I don't know
Oh,
about
I
that.
never
I
heard
heard
of
Robusta
Robusta.
has more caffeine in it, though.
I'm all for that.
Does
This is my drug.
I like
This is my
the
drug.
smell.
I-
Robusta have
Keep it away
more
from-
caffeine? Can I spell caffeine?
I
Probably
just
not.
like the smell of the coffee,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Arabica
the
has
smell,
a really
yeah,
strong,
I love the
nice
smell. Especially if it's burnt like I did this morning. It's like awesome.
In fact, Robusta has 2.7% caffeine content, almost double the 1.5%
Wow.
of Arabica.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they're talking about taste in
Mm-hmm.
this form,
Mm.
not like how much it gets you off.
how you make it.
Yeah.
Also, they have an art for cappuccino, so the milk has to be the perfect temperature, and also the coffee. And when you mix them together, it has this perfect blend. And in France, it's just pour milk and sprinkle it with coffee, and it's like, here's your cappuccino. It's like, this is not a
Argentina
cappuccino.
with the coffee was
Like,
fantastic in Argentina. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a lot of Italians.
Probably, and that could have been a factor.
Yeah. But I guess maybe the better question is not so much how does Italy make such good coffee. It's like why? Like why are they so obsessed with coffee?
The pleasures of life.
Yeah.
You know, what we eat, what
and
we drink.
I guess in China, I had a friend saying that he missed really coffee, and the only thing that was kind of coffee was in Starbucks.
And there's a Starbucks
did you
on
have
every
problems
corner.
drinking?
In China? Starbucks on every corner.
Yeah. Yeah, but did you drink coffee outside of Starbucks?
Yeah, there's
it hard
coffee
to
shops.
find,
Yeah, they're all comparable. You know, good being good coffee. You know, they're all over the place now. It's different though in China. Like coffee shops open like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like an evening thing. It's like let's go hang out with our friends and talk story. You know, in the coffee shop. It's like more like coffee tea, like hangout place. Starbucks opens like 8 o'clock or 8:30, like in China, which is like absurd for a Westerner. Like wants it at 6 in the morning.
It's like coffee
on the way
the
to
first
work.
thing.
Yeah, the first thing in the morning.
Exactly.
You know what trips me out is like
if you get on the train, you need your coffee.
You go to a because Eric was in town, so I went to a party of his ballroom dancing buddies. So they're all like in their 60s, and we had dinner. And after the dinner, they're like, coffee? I'm just like, what?
If you want to stay up all
it's
night.
It's like 9 p.m. Why? Who's doing this?
Italians drink coffee.
They were,
I drink coffee. I mean, I
could.
Dinner, I don't really.
Demi-tasse.
It doesn't do anything to me.
Demi-tasse is like, it's
half cup?
like, it's like you're taking shots. That stuff.
That's
little cups.
That's
tiny
French.
little cups. Yeah.
That's literally French.
Little cups.
How to tell if you have burnt coffee?
Okay.
Examine the coffee beans.
Wake up in my house.
When you drink coffee and notice a bitter taste.
Bitter, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's like bitter.
I actually kind of like it though.
You need like sugar in it or something. Yeah.
When I was a kid, my grandma used to give me coffee.
It's all good, baby.
For no reason.
Your grandmother?
And I had to like eat. Yeah. She was like, yeah, drink coffee. It's fine. You're 5. You're old enough.
I get you on drugs.
The same grandma that gave marijuana to my dad to make him fall asleep.
You got like a hip grandmother.
Yeah.
So progressive in Albania.
A barista, yeah. And I used to eat coffee beans like chips. Like we didn't have chips, but I had coffee beans.
It's hard to chew though. What they cook beans or?
It's something. Yeah, just the full beans, the coffee bean. Yeah. It was my favorite. I didn't like coffee as much as
benefits of drinking coffee.
Eating.
I guess you get caffeine out of it one way or another. Yeah.
And be like, I want more.
Yeah.
You know when I see these infographics and there's no like downsides to coffee, I'm always just like, I don't know.
Well, it is called benefits of drinking coffee, not the disadvantages of drinking coffee.
You should go search for the disadvantages.
And that's it. That's all I have to say about that. That is true.
The cons of coffee.
Well, I guess it's obvious. Like,
they're selling the coffee.
Room shaking.
There's only the pros,
and not being able to sleep and stuff like that. Hey, I looked up Medaglia d'Oro, and this is what I never seen Google return this. It looks like there aren't many great matches for your search. Do you remember how it's spelled?
Maybe you remove the O. Medaglia d'Oro. What is that? I mean,
I don't know.
Is it a gold medal in Italian?
Is it a brand name?
A coffee, brand.
It's a coffee brand.
A coffee brand, yeah.
Well, I can't find it.
Obviously not popular.
Coffee
brand. Oh, there it's hot.
Oh, Medaglia d'Oro. Okay.
Adoro. Amega d'Oro. Roland Coffee Roasters. That does not sound Italian. Today,
Oro is gold.
Medaglia d'Oro.
The gold.
Oh wow, we actually.
Yeah, the golden medal.
Yeah, golden medallia. Okay. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Today, Medaglia d'Oro products are produced by Roland Coffee Roasters and can be found on the shelves of leading supermarkets. There you go. Mm-hmm. It's still a thing. Maybe we could try some someday.
Oh yeah.
I want to know what you drank
Mm.
as a kid, man. I wanna learn about you peoples.
Don't go backwards.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Man,
Keep improving it. Keep improving the whole lineage.
There you go. Just like this YouTube channel. Just keep trying to
more babies. My Chinese friend.
You make more baby. You make more baby now.
Make baby. His son was getting married in October. Actually, I missed the wedding, but I mean, it's all about make the baby.
Did you just start in the middle of your story? You
make
didn't
more
say
yeah.
who you were referring to.
My friend Long Ming,
okay.
which we'll probably have on eventually, even if
Probably
we don't
not.
want him on. But yeah, his son. It's all about finding a bride for the son and hooking up your kid with somebody else and making the baby. Everybody make baby.
But how do you know the baby will improve your lineage and not just completely
I
destroy
don't
it?
know. It's like
Like
a hit
Hitler
or,
was
hit or
somebody's
miss.
baby.
It's like, you're going to have rejects and you're going to have, It's,
Yeah.
What I was thinking, my theory for Italians and why they took to coffee so much is because they like talking and being expressive.
Mm.
oh yeah.
That just
Yeah.
supercharged that. They liked that, so they wanted more of that. And coffee enabled
Do
that.
they need
Extend
coffee
talk
to be
more.
like
Nah,
that?
but
They're like normal.
It's not a matter of need at that point. It's a matter of
normally.
how
Yeah.
high can you get.
It's and like drinking and eating is
But
just a thing of life. It's like one of the pleasures of life. Good food, good
But then-
food, good drink.
But then I guess I'd have to take it to Asia because coffee's pretty big in Asia, at least in
It is-
Korea
it is
and apparently
now,
in
yeah.
China.
It is now. And tea.
But
oh my
Yeah.
God, tea.
like the stereotype of
Yeah.
Asians
That's
is
good.
that they're not like big talkers, you know?
No, not really. Yeah.
Mm.
Or maybe they are. Maybe that's just a stereotype.
But also
Or maybe
they
my theory is
use
just completely
coffee
wrong.
to socialize.
They do socialize
good
a
point.
lot.
Right?
you
The coffee
know,
shops and
to-
stuff.
Yeah,
but,
like-
typically.
It's like you cannot talk, but
Imagine
you drink this
Any
coffee.
culture, society that has a desire to be more social, I'm
Mm.
guessing was gonna lean towards coffee.
or
Coffee.
tea. They are like, their tea industry there is. There are so many kinds of teas and tastes and I'm amazed every time I go to a tea house and they break out some exotic thing and I'm like,
Yeah,
wow.
that is.
Hmm.
I'm amazed about the
It's
taste.
a whole culture around
the taste
that.
is just fantastic.
Whoa, that is just. Oh my God, I don't want to see that. That's horrible. Oh.
Mm. What do you?
Why?
Is that how your
Hoarders,
place
okay.
looks like
Yeah. Not that bad.
in China?
There's a
This
walking
is actually my
All
dad's
your
house.
There's a
rooms.
path through the house. You could walk through the house. But yeah,
Through the things.
yeah. There's like corridors
awful.
you could get actually.
How can you live like that? It's making me nauseous.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm not that bad.
I imagine like dead rats somewhere in there.
yeah. I don't know.
That might not be too far off because back when I was leaving my job, I was looking for another job, and one of them was like hoarding cleanup. And the guy was telling me stories about how some places are so bad that they just come in and fumigate,
Wow.
and then they
Oh,
come back the next day,
Huh.
and it's just nothing but dead roaches, dead rats everywhere, to the point that they need to come in with
Jeez.
shovels.
Whoa. Whoa, talking bad.
And
bad.
and I heard that from
Incredible.
the owner of the company. I was like, yeah, sign me up.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you do a good job with that, I think.
Yeah.
He's organized.
By the
yeah.
way, if you need Alex's help, he will help you. I'm talking to our invisible public.
All 35 of them.
To
All 35 of the
decluttering,
invisible.
decluttering services.
He has a decluttering. Yeah. He's pretty good from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I could vouch for that.
Never needed decluttering.
So the honeymoon,
honeymoon
period. I don't know if that relates to what you were talking about before with your
Yeah,
friend who
kind
shall
of,
not
but
be
not
named
only
again.
that.
But
No, I was talking about her. I was talking about the 3 qualities that I read in a psychology book that you first like in a person are those things that you will hate about them eventually.
I never heard
So
that.
better
That's,
count to
that's interesting.
Because
yeah.
it's
that's
like
different but related. I
nothing.
think. Yeah.
nothing will be like perfect in the sense that it's, the Buddhists will say it's all about balance. It's like, oh, this is a really good person, so you'd even hate the good at some people at some point. Like if it's all by good, you'd be like, you're too good.
You hate. Right. You don't want to admit that you need
but I think
that. Yeah.
I think if you're attracted to someone and there's a particular quality you're attracted to, I think it will eventually annoy you at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's what I think that's related to the honeymoon period, where you like fall in love with the person, and then it's like,
okay,
right.
You're disappointed you needed that particular attribute from somebody else.
Disappointed?
Maybe.
No, I think it's more like you like something, but then it's you could all kind of like any tool in the real world, like it can be used for good or bad, or even more subjective than that, like what you personally think is good or bad. So like, for example, with Aurora's friend, like she wanted people to be more upfront, I guess, more clear,
more honest. Yeah.
And it's like there could be such a thing as taking clarity too far, where it's like, I don't know, say you got only 5 minutes and you need a wrap up or something. And so the person's just going on and on and on, and it starts to annoy you. I don't know. That's just an example that I just made up, but does that make any sense?
Kind. No.
Oh, okay. Kind of ironic because it was about clarity.
It does, but I guess what I'm thinking of, it's not exactly her case. That's not what she was referring to, but it does make sense what you're saying. And apparently, you're looking at cycles of abuse.
I don't know. That just came up with the. That was the next image with the honeymoon period one.
The honeymoon period is a normal phase. It's just, I think it's abuse when you're very high and very low. Like it's like super extremes. Like one day you're super loving, and the other you're like smashing each other's.
Or if
precious belonging.
Or if you're a girl and you're looking for a guy to be chivalrous, and then
open the door,
but you only want certain parts of chivalry, like it's like, okay, you don't need to open every single door.
You
for
need
me,
to pour my wine,
idiot. But you got very particular stuff, and just you're never gonna have it all, right?
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah,
that's true.
Do what you feel. There's a famous one from Eleanor Roosevelt. There's like a
woman is like a tea bag. What was that?
Wow.
Where's that? A woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in hot water.
Like literally boiling water.
Wow. Interesting, Eleanor.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Also interesting phrasing. The future.
To live by.
No one can make you feel. Never allow a person. It makes we do not wish to become. It's so funny. I feel like it's her most famous quote. Yeah, maybe it's not. But basically the quote's like, don't ask something from others that you're not willing to do yourself. And I don't know how we started talking about that, but
same thing.
Yeah.
Thing with those with the Johannes.
Well, that's right out of the Bible. I mean, do unto one as you.
Yeah, how old is that?
Other,
like
as you
piece of wisdom.
Yeah, that's right out of the Bible.
Don't be a hypocrite.
Sure, we ask a lot from that's
all right.
In a nutshell.
Hypocrite. Hypocrites on 3?
On 3.
Is
and
that the key word?
We keep saying on 3, but really we do it after, or really, who knows at this point.
So you want it on 4?
I don't even care. Do whatever you want.
The key word is hypocrite. Okay, great. Okay, ready?
2, 3.
Hypocrite!